Hi guys, and thank you for being interested in this tutorial. So, what we will do today, or what will we do today, more right to say. So, we are going to bind the place content card to its variables, this guy, okay, and create the different modes that we need. Bind the place page to its own variables. This is the place page, okay, and create the dynamic prototype that will inject the right content to the place page according to the card we will tap on. Very interesting. Okay, we're gonna have a super interesting tutorial. So let me show you guys what I have prepared already. So I made a bunch of components that we are going to work with. I made here two variable collections. I didn't want to do it while we are making this tutorial because I knew it's going to take time, and not a very long time, but it's going to take time, and I didn't see any point to waste time on it. We have the presented places. We have Prague, London, and Paris, each one with its own values actually to this same variable. So the place image has one of these variants. We will have one of these variants as a place image. We have a place title. So again, we have different titles that we will give the variable which holds the place title and so on. So we have place description, reviews, rating, and place map tag, which is actually this one. Okay, and there is another variable collection which is called place page, as the page that I made here. Okay, so it has an image, a corner radius, which now actually I'm not going to do anything with it, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. Title, description, rating, and map tag. Okay, now this is a different collection, and you will see how we will work actually with these variables of the place page, and we will inject the content which we will bind to these content cards into the variables of the place page. Yeah, it sounds a bit maybe confusing, but we will see in a minute how it's going to happen. Okay, so let's start with binding our now there's one thing, yeah, before I start, there's one thing that I want to show here, that it's not a bug, but it's something that Figma didn't actually did right yet, meaning it's something which still sorry doesn't work. So I'm gonna take this instance of this component. As you see, this instance actually is named Prague. Okay, it's Prague. We have this one as the image holder, Prague, London, and Paris. So if I want to take this variant, sorry, yeah, this is an instant of this. I mean, it is a variance, but it's an instance of this component. I can bind it here, if you see, assign variable, and I will assign the variable from the presented places. Of course, I will assign the variable of place image. So when I tap on it, when I click on it, sorry, I'm into the mobile too much. Yeah, when I click on it, so you see now that it's binded into the variable of the place image, meaning that now actually it already has modes, meaning that I can, let's say, put London and it will switch to London. Why? Because when I switch to the London mode, you see that the name of the image actually, which is here, is London, which is the same as the name of the variant, meaning we are taking the textual value of the variant itself, meaning the text of the variant, and we are binding it actually to this instance. But, and there is a but here. So when we actually want to put this instance in this component, okay, well, let's say that I just want to place it in a component, you will see that now, let me just take a frame and I will do a frame on it and make it a component, which is the same situation as here. When I make it a component, see this message, removed variant bindings from nested instances, meaning what Figma is telling us actually that we cannot bind an instance to a variable if it's inside another component that is holding him. Now, it's holding it, more right to say. So I'm just saying that, of course, it's not right. Of course, we are not going to break the logic of how we work with components now, which we work a lot with nested instances inside each other. So we're not going to break this the way that we work. I do believe, I want to believe that Figma will fix it soon because, of course, it's not a normal way to work, and you're not gonna start breaking components in order to make dynamic prototyping. It doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so I'm just pointing it out, and what I'm doing now, just to show the technical ability of how to do that, I'm gonna take an instance from this component. I'm gonna detach it, detach instance. And now actually I can take this instance and bind it, okay? And bind it to the place image. So now it's okay. So I can do that. And I'm gonna bind this one, the textual value, this one to the place title. Okay, this is the place title, so it's gonna be this one. And I'm gonna take the description and bind it to the place description, which is this one. Yeah, I can see that. And I'm gonna take the reviews number, by the way, which is, it's a small auto layout which holds the number and the word reviews. And I'm gonna take this one and bind it to reviews. Yes, makes kind of sense. I would say so. And I'm gonna take this one and bind it to rating, where it does make sense as well. Yes, and basically I guess that this is pretty much it. We will see soon if I forgot something, of course. And okay, and now let's see just how it behaves. So I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna take the place content card, and I'm just gonna place it here. Okay, it's not a component. As I said, I cannot make it a master component because it will throw out the image and will not throw it out. I mean, it will stay in. We're just gonna disconnect or detach the binding that we made to it. So now when we have all these hooked up, so we can make our frame, actually our screen frame, longer. And I'm gonna copy these two. I mean, another two. That's what I meant to say, like that. Wow, I made it precise. Yeah, I guess let's give it just a bit more space. And now, after we have them bind into the right variables. So now I can just click on this one, and I will switch its mode to London. Boom, we have London. That's it, as simple as that. This one is going to be, I mean, now I guess it's an auto. Yeah, it's an auto. I'm going to put it on Prague. So you see that now it's binded to Prague. And this one, actually, we are going to bind into Paris. How beautiful. Boom, we have Paris. Very, very cool. So you see now that after we created the modes, we binded the content card to the right variables. How quick and easy was that? That's pretty cool. Okay, now we're gonna take this one and bind it, okay, to the image, okay, this one. Now you see that we have here the place page, different variables. Okay, I'm gonna actually bind it to image because this is our image. I'm gonna bind the title to the title. How surprising. I'm gonna bind the reviews to review. Where is it? It's not here. Maybe I have to create that. Rating, title, image. Yeah, I think I forgot to create the reviews. No problem. Let's do it now. So we're gonna place page. Let me see. Oh, it's the rating. Ah, no, come on. Yariv, please, what the hell is going on with you? Okay, so that's me. Yes, and I'm gonna do the rating. I'm talking about reviews and actually having my mouse on the rating and nobody says anything. That's not nice. Okay, so we got that into rating. And the other thing, yeah, of course, we're gonna bind it into the description on the place page, yeah? Description and the tag actually, I'm gonna bind this text actually to the map tag. Okay, cool. Now comes the show. I mean, but first I wanna just explain kind of like what are we actually doing before we start the show, which is gonna be quite short, by the way. Okay, so each I'm gonna just to explain it like that. The place page template. Okay, so each place content card is kind of a button. Okay, this one. I mean, this one, all of it actually is a button. I mean, in some kind of way, okay? An element that you tap on to get extended info here on this page. Each one of the cards is set to a different mode, which in our case, the modes are, as we showed, Prague, London, and Paris. Okay, we have them lined up here. Okay, cool. By tapping on a content card, we will inject the variables that are holding a specific value. Okay, I mean, each one of them holds a value inside of it. This one holds the values for Prague. Okay, this one holds the values for London, and this one is holding the values for Paris. Okay, cool, we got that. So, actually, by tapping on a content card, we will inject the variables from each one of the modes to the variables that can contain it on the place page. Meaning, just I'm explaining it just on the title. We will see that happening on all the other ones that we made. I didn't make a lot, just kind of like to show technically how it works. So, this one represents actually this content card. Okay, so if we tap on Prague, the title from mode 1, which is the mode which is called Prague, is injecting its value to the variable that we have here, which holds the word right now title. You see that now it's a variable. Okay, so it takes the value in this variable and it injects it to this variable. Okay, same it does here. If we tap on London, same and same. Each button card in our case is holding all the values of the variables for each mode. Okay, let's now see how to connect it. So we are going to create an interaction. Go to prototype. I'm going to connect this one here. And okay, this one, by the way, can already be connected to, oh, I already connected, yeah, I guess before. Okay, so this one is going to be, let's say, slide in like that. Okay, 300 milliseconds. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, so this one is gonna be on a slide in. It's gonna be like that. Let's give it a 400 milliseconds. I know it's a bit long, but just to give it kind of like a minute to breathe there, a few seconds to digest it. And okay, good. Now this is the interaction. I mean, this is kind of like the animation, more right to say. And now we will start adding variables. So we're gonna set variable. Okay, by tapping on this card, we are going to set the variable. We're gonna set the image. Okay, we're gonna set the image to the same instance that is holding actually in this mode, meaning it's the place image. Okay, I mean, inject to the image the place image. This is what we're going to do. And we're going to add another one. Okay, we're going to add another one, set variable. We are going to take the, let's say, yes, we're going to take the variable here, which is the title, and we will inject to it the place title, which this mode is holding already. Okay, cool. Now let me just kind of like collapse them, and we are going to add another one. Let me see, set variable, and we will now deal with the description. Okay, so we're gonna take the description and inject to it the place description. Okay, this is what we will do here. So set variable description, which is this one, we are gonna take and put into it the place description. The same thing, of course, as you can imagine, we are gonna do with the other ones. We're gonna take the rating, okay, and inject to it the rating. Wait, let me see which rating did I take. I'm not sure. Kind of like got mixed up there. Yeah, we're gonna take the rating, yeah, from the place page. I got mixed up for a minute, and we're gonna take the rating from here. Yeah, it's not good to give them actually the same name. Yeah, that is confusing. Okay, that's my bad. Okay, and let's take another one, and we will set the what else we have here? Oh, reviews. Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna show it. Oh, we're not gonna show the reviews here actually, because here the reviews I build it as another tab, so that's okay. But we will take the place page. We're gonna take the what else we have here? I think that I can't see it. Yeah, something is kind of like, yeah, let me see that. Let me see, set variable. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Figma, come on. I mean, I'm kind of like fighting with this and I can't get to it because that's already too long. Damn, really? That's quite annoying. Okay, and we're gonna take the place map tag and inject to it into the map tag. Okay, I think that that should work. Let's give it a test drive now. I'm gonna kind of like just on the first one. Okay, and you will see that on the other ones is gonna be very simple. Okay, so we have that, and images are loading, kind of like taking their time there. We have the whole day. I mean, come on, what the hell? Okay, and I'm giving it a click. Okay, nice, nice, nice. You see, so it took the name of the variant and actually changed it to Prague, because now the name of it is, I mean, now it has this one. Okay, cool. And yeah, let me do that again. Yeah, it kind of like messed up what I did. Okay, so we took the, by the way, you see that when changing the image, it does take it kind of like a half a second there. I mean, you kind of like see the switch. It still doesn't happen kind of like super smooth. I know that. But again, I hope that in the future to come, they will fix that as they should. Okay, it took the title and the rating and the description and the map. Okay, now when we have that working, okay, this is like back, checking it again, good. Now see what I do. Very, very easy. So I take this one. After we actually have, yeah, it looks kind of like really messy. Something like that. So after we actually have all our dynamic or like setting variables, injecting the right variables there, okay, you see kind of like quite a pack of them. So I'm going to take this one. Look at that. I'm tapping here, clicking, actually not tapping, I'm clicking here and copy, Control or Command C, and I'm just selecting this card and Control or Command V. So actually, we don't have to go through that procedure again because we already did that. And what it does, again, it takes the same variables, but now they contain different value. So they're going to be injecting that the right values according to the card that we are tapping on. Let me see that it works. And I'm going to do the same here. So we already have it connected. So you see, these ones, they have the same variables that they are setting. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to tap on this one. We're cool. We have that. We have all the info that we need here. And now I'm going to tap on this one. Okay, yoo-hoo, working, nice. So we took the title, we took the rating, and the map tag, pretty cool, and the description as well. Let's try that on Paris. Nice, very, very cool. You see, so it's working perfect. Again, I mean, perfect. I know that, as I said, it takes it kind of like a half of a second there to change the image. It's not super smooth, I am aware of it, but it does work pretty cool. Okay, so there we are, actually dynamic prototyping with modes, injecting variables, I mean, one set of variables to another set of variables, and then we can create a pretty cool prototype. Let me see if it's kind of like inside a device. It's not inside anything. As I see that, oh yeah, kind of like, oh, thank you for showing up. Really, thank you for arriving the show. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, cool, nice, very nice. So as you see, our prototype just works perfect. Nice. Okay, guys. So I guess that that's it for today. I was happy to make this tutorial. By the way, there was a time, kind of like when I wanted to make this tutorial, honestly speaking, and suddenly it stopped working. So I understood that Figma had some problems backend, and I don't know, for a few days, even a week or a week and a half, it wasn't working properly. And yeah, I got that, so I waited with this tutorial. I hope that it's pretty cool and that you enjoyed this tutorial. And of course, I will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys, and do good.